Hey y'all, this is Benjamin Corcoran here from Benzo Chess. I got a little series going on. As of right now, I'm gonna be, off of work for a little bit. I got a medical condition, which yeah, it's kind of painful. And if I go near anyone, it's gonna spread and whatever else. Okay, you guys don't want to hear about it. I'm sick, so I should have a week off. Should be a couple games here against the Excalibur KingMaster the third. Estimate rating is 1750, and I'm 1691. So okay, here I'm gonna go over the game that we just played. It's a game 60. I might raise it to game of 90 and see if the computer plays better, but this is, I think, level 72, because level 73 plays like it's corresponded. It takes like 2 weeks to finish the game. So this one will play in game 60 with me at least. So, okay, let's go. Uh, the computer is white, and I'm black. So let's go. First move was D4, or not, E4, E6, D4, D5, Knight, D2, the Tarsh, move. I decided to play A6, E5, and then C5. Knight D to F3. That looks a little odd to me. I thought he wouldn't go like that, but okay. Knight C6, attacking. Not that. I like doing that. So right now we're both really aiming. So I guess I don't have to do arrows right now, but okay. So the real battle is starting. The real battle is starting to begin right now. So okay, some normal moves I think is normal. C3 or even Knight E2 I think are pretty good. So there might be one or two other good moves. I don't think Bishop E3 is that great. I mean, Bishop D3 is actually a normal type French play, but Bishop to E3, it's kind of a little bit out of place, I would say. Um, so I'm just gonna really improve my position, bring the queen out, and actually I'm really just attacking that pawn right now a lot. So most likely he has to move this rook over to protect this pawn. That's his real goal right now. That's probably the best move he can do. Other moves, I think he's kind of down. So, okay, there's probably one other move by Houdini, but let's just keep on going. B3 was played, and to me this was a very weak move. I thought it's just absolute losing, and should just lose a pawn outright. So I just took. He took back with the bishop, and now, from the way I was looking at it, Bishop B4 just crushes, I believe. Bishop B4. This gets very tactical. I should just win a pawn really quickly. King E2 is... Actually, it says it's weaker, but... Actually, just started analyzing. But, after the Houdini analyzed this for a while, both King E2 and C3 are equaled, and they're kind of both not that strong, so... But, I took with the knight, and because it's, going to help me get the pawn. He takes that way. Now I missed a tactic here. What I played was knight takes f3 check. What Houdini actually wanted me to play, which actually looked a lot better and could have got me an extra pawn, was queen takes b4 check right away. What would have happened was the knight would have protect. Actually, if we seen what would have happened if queen would have came here, then oh yeah, then it would just be ugly. Knight c2 check, which is just a deadly fork. So that's why the queen's not there. So knight d2, and then other play would be, for example, bishop d7, a3, queen moves back, rook will come out, and queen will take. And like all of these moves, I was just seeing why Houdini likes these. I let it analyze for at least 2.5 minutes, and actually these are the best moves otherwise. For example, if the rook would have moved somewhere else, it would have said that white would be up like pretty much 3 or more pawns. It would just be crushing. So I'm not going to analyze every line, but just only some lines like this one looks really good and could have been up a little bit more. 2 pawns right away. So I did not do that. I took knight f3, and then what happened was knight takes back. Now queen takes, and I don't get that extra pawn that I wanted. So, but I did trade pieces down, which I was trying to go after, so I can keep that pawn lead and probably have an easy endgame. Which I got lucky that I didn't screw up and give the game back. Okay, now knight d2 blocks the check. I decided, well, I gotta develop all my pieces and try to trade off pieces. Knight e7, rook c1, bishop d7, bishop d3. And now I played knight g6. There was a better move than this. And I did not, I wrote down knight c6 is another move, and I don't know if it's better than g6, but if we look at it, we'll actually see that, let's say queen protects the pawn. Well, now if the queen comes here, it's actually double attacking the pawn, and it doesn't have much to go with, so castles, and we just win an extra pawn. So actually that knight c6 is better than knight g6, because what would happen is just bishop takes right away. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, I had a couple opportunities. I could have won an extra pawn, so, and had a strong position. So I think I should have just been a little more patient. But the game is 60, and I think I was just trying to push on time. So, and plus I was ahead of time. Even on this move, I only spent like 12 minutes in the whole game. Which if I would have been patient, I probably would have had a bigger position, more stronger. So he now castles. I play bishop c6, and hold on a second. Dr. Pepper. I love Dr. Pepper. So okay, so on bishop c6, there is better moves that Houdini says. For example, castle was one, king e7 is another. There's quite a few moves that Houdini liked, and bishop c6 was not the best move, so I gotta probably let it analyze on some of these positions and look even deeper. So I think that's one thing I have to analyze, look at this game a little bit more and see if there's anything else with deeper analysts from Houdini that I can learn from. So, but I already analyzed this game on my own without Houdini, and I'm gonna let you know what I think without Houdini before I tell you what Houdini told me. So I went over the game once, then Houdini went over it with me. So I already told you some things what I thought. Like before, when I played knight g6 and bishop took, I didn't see why c6 was so good. But I gotta just build my tactical mine a little bit better, which is getting up there, getting better, but could be better. So, okay. Now knight improves, and here I didn't know what to do. And, well, the one move Houdini really likes for some odd reason, well, it's both rook c8 and queen g4 as right now. Actually, no, this is one of those positions it keeps on changing its mind, but the one it liked after 3 minutes is rook c8. But it's position I didn't understand after I analyzed it with it, so I didn't want to get in too much detail with it. Actually, I think I already started the analyst after 4 moves, but I'm not gonna look into it. I don't feel like it right now, so I'll do it later. So I didn't know if I want to castle queen side, king side, move my king up, or move my queen to f4. So I'm pretty sure there it might have been a huge blunder castling queen side, because I was thinking about just launching everything on this file. You know, I'm trying to attack that. If I would have cast the queen side, double up the rooks. But I just felt a little unsafe after analyzing for that for a while. And this was move 17. Let's see here. No, it's not. What move is this? Oh yeah, it's move 17 actually. This is the first time I took more than 2 minutes to think. And I decided to play queen f4. Hopefully that I'm hoping that maybe with a little threat of my queen pointing here and my rook pointing here, that maybe I can get a queen trade. And that's what I was hoping for. Because I'm up a pawn and I could have been more up. I could have done other ideas that would have been better, but I just want to get, you know, the trading down and keep my one pawn advantage and hope for a king pawn endgame and win that. So that's why I played queen f4. And then I saw what could happen 3 moves down or something like that. So I played this hoping for that situation. So he brought his queen, which I was kind of happy for because I just want to get to endgame. And then I brought my king here, which I saw that before I played queen f4, and that's why I played queen f4, hoping for this position here. And let's see here. I think Houdini is totally upset with how I played everything out, but I'll go over with Houdini again and see why it says this and try to figure things out with it. But this is what I was thinking in the game. So, okay, king d7. Okay, so I was afraid that he trades knight for bishop here because it could be a draw endgame then, or at least become one, which he did. But actually, Houdini did not like. Thought it was just helping me out when he did that. But I thought, you know, I thought I was just up a pawn, and I have either drawing or winning chances. I can't really lose here unless I really screw up. So. Okay, rook c3. I thought rook c5 was just crushing, but it's probably not. Same to Houdini. That's what Houdini says, but I thought rook c5 at the time was just really good, even when I looked at it again. But there's defense there. And a move that I could have done also was a5 here, but instead I did rook a to b8. a5 was interesting, followed by rook a6, but I did rook a b8. Not a best move. He doubles his rook. I played rook b6. Then he slides his rook over. I swing my king over to protect. He swing his rook back to attack again, and then I brought my other rook out. I thought I was doing pretty well here. I didn't see any real weakness. And who do you think I'm trying to draw this position? Because I'm up a pawn, but the position says I'm less than a pawn up, trying to get a draw. But computers, I think, just, I don't know. Sometimes I agree and sometimes I disagree with computers. So he's bringing his king out, and I want to keep on trading down. I mean, I'm up. Why not trade? Improve my position a little bit. He takes, which actually now I'm starting to get better because he wants to trade where he's not supposed to want to trade. Okay. King comes up, I come up. Now, King E3 is just bad. It actually blocks the path here of the rook. The rook should have came to this square right here instead of this king coming to that square. He should have just kept his footsteps back there on E2 and let the rook slide to H3. Would have been much stronger play by white, and has a lot of play, you know, and is just gonna be quite annoying. It's gonna be far away. It's gonna be probably bringing his rooks down here and somehow attacking these pawns here. So it's just gonna be annoying for me, and he's probably gonna get a pawn back maybe somehow. So yeah, I think I screwed up, but I think he screwed up even more by bringing his king there to block that